What do you know of the power of the gospel? What impact has it had in your life? And where would you be without it? Think about all that Jesus has done for you. Jesus has rescued you. Jesus has redeemed you and broken the power of sin in your life. Jesus, who came and lived and died and who has risen again. He who stood in your place and took all of the penalty that you deserved. He who knew no sin became sin on your behalf that you might become the righteousness of God. He stood before God and laid himself there in order to receive all of the wrath of his Father on your behalf. And then he gave you his righteousness in return. His sacrifice was sufficient to forgive you of all of your sin, and his blood was enough. He has gone to prepare a place for you and lives to intercede on your behalf. Do these statements ring true in your soul? Do these truths captivate your mind, and do they capture your heart? Do they cause you to want to live for this one who died for you? And do they cause you to want to live for him and die for him? I think of Paul, who says, "For I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives within me, and the life that I now live, I live by faith in the one who loved me and gave himself for me." So do you ponder and consider these things, these truths, and all that has been accomplished on your behalf, and do you consider the one who accomplished them for you? Your beloved Savior, your Lord, your King, your Messiah. And are you willing to live for him? Today, I want us to take time to prayerfully meditate on the gospel scriptures, to walk through them slowly and take them to heart. And in fact, bring our hearts and minds up under those truths and allow them to confront the unbelief or the untruths that remain in our hearts and minds. Sin still remains. We have been saved from the penalty of the sin, and we've been saved from the power of sin, but that we have been called to work out that salvation and to bring those truths to bear, that the truth would overcome the darkness in our hearts. So today I'd like you to take time with those scriptures, and then I'd like to ask you to bring that practice about on a regular basis in your life to prepare you to share the gospel at any time, anywhere, with anyone.